Hey Virgo men, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. I'm going to go ahead and do a general message. Let's see what the energy is like. Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, masculines, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those, and thanks to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well, okay? Now, happy birthday to anyone whose birthday is today. Do put it down in the comments so that we can wish you a happy solar return. If it is your birthday today, that means that you share today with myself, okay? So if any of you do want to give your girl a little birthday gift, my PayPal link is down below, okay? But let's jump into your reading. What do we have for the masculines? What is the energy here this week, Spirit? For my Virgo men, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. What is the energy? Cross Watcher, if you are in here, feel free to flip the roles. Alright, give me a card for now and a card for going forward. What do we have for the Virgo men? What are we getting stuck on already? Mother of life. Nourishment of the golden grain mother. Give me a clear message. What do we have for the masculines? Okay, so we have divine sisterhood coming out here. It says community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. Give me a card for going forward. For my Virgo men, Spirit. Are some of you confused when it comes to going forward? Rising sun, the divine solar child, reborn. Some of you struggling with some sort of an awakening here. It's almost like that I'm hearing that saying as well. So I don't know, something could have something to do with an elderly person. Maybe some of you are just thinking about life as you get older. But I'm hearing once a man, twice a child. So there could even be something here about maybe starting again. Okay, like I said, it could still be connected to that energy of rebirth and awakening. So the card that is coming out for going forward, you have Temple of Black Obsidian. It says the Dark Healing Chamber. All right. So divine sisterhood. Let's see what it says. Give me a second, let me find it. Okay, so divine sisterhood is on page 46 or 64, could be significant, but it does boil down to a 10 masculines, okay? So I don't know if some of you, like I said, I don't know if it's emphasizing on this new chapter. Some of you could have just come out of something. Maybe something is coming to a close. But it says, in community that is based in equality, respect, healthy boundaries, and personal freedom, it says, with a mutual desire for spiritual growth and honoring the innate wisdom, great miracles occur. You are a part of this community of light. It says, at one time it existed only in the spiritual worlds, yet now it is being born on earth. It is part of your destiny to help create and nurture a conscious community that empowers all of its members, and it's based in truth. So again, I don't know if this is like the hangman where you're starting to see things differently. Some of you definitely could have been studying things about spirituality. The Egyptian bloodline could definitely be significant here to you. But it feels like with these two people, almost like, you know, when they say one hand can't clap. This is about coming into alignment with like-minded people. Yeah, I'm hearing stepping into the light. Doing things the right way. Doing things in an honest way. Being honest with yourself, with other people. So let's read the incarnation. Okay. So the incarnation, it looks more like a prayer, okay? It says this prayer can be said at the end of the ritual above or at any time you are having a community issue that needs resolution. It says, Beloved Isis, please help me find my beloved brothers and sisters of unconditional love on the inner planes and in the world of forms. It says, guide me to healthy community that helps me grow with unconditional love, where I can find my rightful place and be my true inner self. Thank you. It says, may I have the courage, wisdom, and openness of heart to trust your guidance and act on it. Of my own free will, so be it. So you see that energy. Maybe some of you have been betrayed lately or found out that you couldn't trust someone that you thought you could. You know, this is just like asking spirit, you know what, bring the right people around me. Bring the people around me that are going to support me, that are going to encourage me, that are going to inspire me, that are going to uplift me. Okay, so let's read Temple of Black Obsidian. So this is on page 174. And when I added it all up and broke it down, it gave me the number 3. And the 3 of Wands energy can talk about, so some of you could be moving away from the 3 of Swords energy, which can talk about heartache and pain and disappointment and grief and sadness and those things, right? But the 3 of Wands is that energy where almost like someone is starting to see the bigger picture. Getting ready to kind of move, travel, move on from something, expand, progress. So it says, beloved inmate. It doesn't say inmate, it says beloved initiate. It says the most challenging task is not to confront an external enemy. It says, but to take courage in both hands and journey within. To meet our own dark self and the beginning of the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light into our life. That is the sacred purpose of an enemy, within or without, to bring us more deeply into our own being as we seek to find and heal the darkness within. So I know some of you could have somebody around you at this time where, I don't know if they're trying to trigger you. Like I said, maybe you're finding it very difficult to hold your temper in with a certain person or situation. But Spirit says these people are around you to trigger you. The real test is how you react. For the incarnation for this one, it says, I call upon the temple of Black Obsidian. I call on the love of Isis so strong, stronger than any judgment or attack. It heals and makes whole any past wrongs. I now choose to see the truth of my being whole. I see how in this pain I played a role. I choose to let pain of judgment be released. I choose to love and accept with deep peace. Transformation and healing now come to me. I love all parts of my being, infinite and free. Yeah. Nobody's perfect. So even it's like what I'm hearing, even the person that is trying to throw something in your face is not perfect. It's giving that energy of he without sin cast the first stone. I believe that's how it goes. So there's maybe something here also, masculines, that maybe you need to forgive yourself about. Give me one card. What is the blockage here? What is the blockage? that was quick. Number 44 could be significant. Boils down to an 8, and it says the other world. It says veil, it says illness, and it says transition. Now, I'm going to be honest, masculines, okay? This is not going to be for everyone. Just take what resonates to you. This card is giving me the energy of the devil. So for some of you, I don't know if the blockages could be some sort of addiction. It could be people that you have maybe codependent on you. It could be a love for money, materialism. But like I said, for some of you, where I was picking up that energy at the beginning of strongly of awakening and seeing things differently, some of you, I feel like you may be struggling with that. For some of you, I'm hearing that temptation is sometimes hard to let go of. Transition. You see, for whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like you can overcome this. Yes, it may be a slow progress, but I feel like what is required of you is dedication, self-love, and focus. Right behind it, you have the blood month. And I'm just making me think of like we just had that blood moon. And this talks about sacrifices, offerings, and decisions. There may be something here that you need to sacrifice, which is like just an energy of let go of, okay? So that maybe you can progress and move forward. Yeah, and it looks good going forward. You got fresh, new spring, the green witch. I think this says Salu. It says vitality, health, and energy. But for some of you, you may be just stuck in this energy where it's just a vision. It's just a thought. I feel like with the Astrid card here, where it says love, fire, sensual, and fertility, it makes me feel like you have to want something bad enough. All right, let's get into your message. Let's see what they're trying to say to you. What do we have for the masculines? For my Virgo men, yeah, there's the Hangman with the Four of Cups. I see the Two of Cups energy. And there's that death and the rebirth. And the Six of Wands, this is where the victory is with the new beginning. I'm hearing with the new you for some of you. All right, give me 3 cards. What is Divine Sisterhood? Let's see if Spirit shows you who it is that you can trust, that maybe you have around you at the moment. Or this could be somebody coming in, or this could be someone who is on your mind. Can I trust that person? Should I reach out to them? You have the Sun card, Leo energy. And it's a number 19, could be significant, or 91, boils down to a 10. Isn't that the page this card was on? Coming out sideways can talk to me about a blockage. Yes, it's a Star card, and the Star card does talk about healing, but it also talks about hope and faith. Some of you don't have enough of that. Some of you don't believe. You've got the Ace of Swords with the Empress at the bottom of the deck. What's behind this? Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Give me one more. Landing on the Sun is the Page of Cups. So something here has sparked your interest, okay? But again, even in this deck, the Page of Cups talks about someone who is romancing an idea. It's all very nice and good up in your head, right? It's all playing out nicely. You see everything happening, but this is not taking any action. This is like someone who goes backwards and forwards with an idea. Oh, it seems like a really good idea, but yeah, nah. And then they think of excuses and blockages and things like that. And then they talk themselves out of something. Page of Cups is about being lighthearted, free energy, fun, laughing, joy. Is your life filled with that? Do you look forward to waking up every day? Do you look forward to what life is going to bring towards you? Lovers, 3 of Wands with the Ace of Cups. Is this reading going to be about love? I mean, love is the highest vibration. So even if it's about self-love. But I see the lovers there. Can talk about a choice. Give me 3 cards for going forward. What do we have for the masculines? Landed right on top of that sun. Queen of Pentacles. This could have to do with another earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. But like I said, it could have something to do with a Leo. It did land on the sun. Or this is something about maybe someone who is high vibrational in your life. Show me more. I see your 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Do you want to reunite? Is this a friend? Do you need to get out more? Do you need to accept social invitations? I'm hearing that song now from Toy Story, I believe. You got a friend in me. I'm sure he says, I'm hearing the bit where he says, just remember what your old pal said. You got a friend in me. Give me 2 more cards. What's this for the masculines? The 8 of Swords, though. Yeah, mental prison. Someone, the 8 of Swords is an illusion. This is like someone, like I said, you know, thinking of all the worst things that could happen before it's even happened. 2 cards. We have the Knight of Swords. Something here could require some sort of fast action. Knight of Swords talks about you seizing opportunities. For some of you, this man is chasing this motorbike, okay? And it's not too far ahead of him. It also has a raven flying above him. Messages, signs, synchronicities. Some of you may feel like it's too late for something, but maybe it isn't. Show me more. Landing on the star is the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is an energy of feeling left out in the cold. I don't know if some of you have been in this energy where it's almost like, feels like almost like a pity party. Okay. I don't know if some of you have been in isolation, just kind of keeping yourself to yourself. Some of you could have been worried or stressed about finances. 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the 6 of Pentacles. 66 could be significant, or the number 99. All right, let's clarify. Yeah, that was the Ace of Coins. I'm hearing something about there is a masculine in here where you're using certain things that have happened to you as an excuse to overindulge. What's the Sun? Six of Pentacles. You have the Tower. And then landing on the star is a 2 of Pentacles. So this makes the 8 of Pentacles energy. Something could have something to do with the workplace. Six of Pentacles talks about giving and receiving. It's the energy of generosity. Maybe some of you have been given to the wrong people. I don't know if this is something that is going to be revealed with the Sun energy. Maybe it has already been revealed. Right? There could definitely be an energy here where you may find out people's true colors when maybe you don't have a certain thing, or you know, maybe you can't help somebody out at a certain time when it comes to money and things like that. Maybe, you know, your money is a little bit low and people are like, oh well, you know, masculine ain't got X, Y, and Z, then I don't need to be around them. You know, you may just be seeing people's true, like I said, their true intentions. But show me what this 2 of Pentacles is, because this can talk about an energy of juggling. Maybe you don't know what you're going to do about finances right now. What's the 2 of Pentacles? The 3 of Wands. Okay, so this can talk about moving forward. And then, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Is money slowing you down from doing something you want to do? What is this at the bottom of the deck? You got the Devil, the High Priestess, the Three of Swords, and a Queen of Cups. Some of you have been messing with a dark High Priestess. And as I say that, I didn't even realize that the screen on the laptop had gone dark. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, so Queen of Cups, Three of Swords, High Priestess, and the Devil. And let me see what this is. What's this Queen of Cups energy? Coming out sideways, can talk about a blockage. The Ten of Wands. So I don't know if this is someone who's been causing you some sort of heavy burdens. I don't know if this is someone who's been causing you some sort of stress. Is this a situation that you know is something that maybe you need to end? But maybe it's too difficult to do. You got the Moon at the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Swords. You may have found out some sort of truth about something that was hidden, secrets, something that was behind the scenes with this Moon. Again, this definitely could talk about some sort of dark magic. What's the Three of Swords? That was the Page of Pentacles. What's the Three of Swords? The Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. We already have this Queen of Pentacles energy out here. You've got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So there could be a lot of feminines involved in a situation for number one. Specifically maybe someone's mother or a mother figure. Or there may be some sort of, I don't know, conflict here about a divine feminine. The Five of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. This is competition. This is conflict, disagreements. This is ego in the way of a situation. So what's the High Priestess? Landing between the Sun and the Star is the Moon. And what's the Devil? I see the Emperor at the bottom of the deck with the Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Some of you need to be careful of who you're drinking from and things like that here. Okay. Some of you may be planning something in secret. What's this Devil? Capricorn energy. Yeah, it's almost flipping more in the reverse, masculines. And because it's landing on the Star, it's making me feel like whatever this Devil energy is something that you're struggling with. The Strength card in the reverse. This talks about weakness. This talks about insecurities, low self-esteem, feeling unmotivated. This is a struggle. What's the Star? The Star is the Four of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is back. What is the Star? This is Aquarius energy, and then you have the Nine of Wands. What's the Nine of Wands? The Judgment. There's that awakening here. There's that rebirth. There's that new phase. There's something here either... All right, I can take this two ways. There's either something here about someone that you live with, a home situation, someone you're married to. Queen of Pentacles could be a wife, okay? But the Nine of Wands would say to me that this is someone who wants to move away from something. Finding that inner strength, that courage to do that. Nine of Wands is about perseverance and resilience here. You got the Judgment. The Hierophant, yeah, I don't know, making a final decision about a marriage, religion, tradition. Definitely could have something to do with family. Or this is you seeking happiness. But like I said, Spirit is saying to someone here, the happiness only comes in after you start something new. But that Two of Wands is right there, and it talks about you having to make a choice. Spirit leaving the ball in your court. Chariot with the King of Cups. Yeah. Okay. What is this Page of Cups? What is the Page of Cups? Coming out sideways can talk about a blockage. It's the Ace of Swords. It's the Queen of Swords. So there is someone out here speaking some sort of truth. And whatever they're saying in your head, you're saying to yourself, it sounds like a good idea. But then that's when the excuses come in. Show me more. What is the Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords? This Queen of Swords is someone who is not playing. She's very clear. She's very direct. Show me what this is. Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords. The Two of Wands came back out. Maybe this is someone you want to speak to. Maybe this is someone that you feel like can give you some sort of clarity to help you make clearer decisions. Confirmation. But I don't know if this is someone you would have to travel towards. The Two of Wands can talk about reconciliation. Is this someone who is at a distance? Queen of Swords is someone who's very smart. She can see through any kind of BS. And she's going to tell you, look at that, as I'm going to say it, the Page of Wands flips in the reverse. And she is going to be someone that is going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, okay? But I don't know if there is some sort of procrastination here because you're afraid of conflict from this person. I don't necessarily see conflict here, but what is this Queen of Pentacles over here? Wow, King of Pentacles landed on the Page of Cups. King and Queen of Pentacles. The Strength card, Leo energy. And landing on the Queen of Pentacles over here is the Moon. So I don't know if these are two different Queen of Pentacles. For someone here, I'm hearing something like, I don't know if you feel like you married the wrong person. Oh, yeah, as I say that, you've got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Swords. So I don't know if you feel like you rushed into something. 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands. What's the Moon, Spirit? This could just be fear. The Star card. Healing. Show me more about the Moon. Some of you could have been dreaming about somebody. There could be something in that, okay? Why you're dreaming about a specific person. You've got the Ace of Wands with the 10 of Cups. Queen of Wands energy. And the Lovers. And we do have the Strength card out here. So some of you, definitely a Leo, could have something to do with this situation. You've got Gemini energy here as well. Show me more about the Moon. Yeah, the King of Wands landed on the 9 of Wands. That would make the 10 of Wands energy. This is about finding... So some of you have a vision that you need to chase. I feel like that's the way I want to put it. What's the Knight of Swords? How are we taking it? The 6 of Swords. It did look like it wanted to flip though. What's the 6 of Swords, Knight of Swords? The Lovers. So there is something here about the strength of two. Right? It doesn't have to be romantic. Take it how it resonates for you. But it definitely could be, yeah, the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. But why are we stressing out here? 9 of Swords. The World card, the 6 of Wands. Is it because you would have to end something? Are you watching somebody online? What's this? 6 of Swords, the Lovers. The Star came right back out. Aquarius energy. Something would be soul healing for somebody. Yeah, Empress at the bottom of the deck. Because someone here is very nurturing. I'm telling you, some of you be really careful. You don't have like a mother figure here trying to block something for you. What is this 5 of Pentacles? looks more in the reverse. 8 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, there's no movement here. There's delays. This is frustration. This is somebody holding off. Show me more. Coming out sideways is a 3 of Wands. Landed on the Queen of Swords. One more. And then you have the Hangman. Look at all this stuck energy. Enlightened, but still has a vision, but still not taking any action, still not doing anything about it. And I feel like I said, there is something here that maybe someone would have to let go of, change, in order for something else to come in. All right, moving on. What does the energy look like in love for the masculines? Energy in love. Coming out sideways, look where it landed, right on that Page of Cups. Express your love. It says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And you got the 9 of Pentacles energy at the bottom of the deck. So whoever some of you are looking at is someone... 9 of Pentacles does represent usually someone who is single, independent, self-sufficient, okay? Show me more. What's the energy in love? For my Virgo men. Energy and love, spirit. So you have intense landed right on that Queen of Pentacles. Some of you have been getting readings. But you have intense. It says the intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. Energy and love, spirit. You have remarkable. It says notice everything remarkable about your relationship. When it comes to love, some of you need to be with someone, like I said, not only are they going to see your worth, but they're going to appreciate you. You want it to be an equal give and take, right? Reciprocity. You have soul. It says your soul is preparing to reconnect. It says trust in the process. So that would give me an indication here of, even if it's somebody new, it would maybe say to me that you have some sort of soul contract with someone here. Now, for others of you, there may be an energy here where reconciliation is inevitable. Respect and illusion, heart, let go. Yeah, some of you may have been fooled in love. But Spirit says with the Labyrinthine, you can always turn around. You can always find your way back. What is the shadow side of love? What's the shadow side of love? Crushed. It says you are hurting emotionally right now. It says you need time to heal before you jump in again. So there's something, because it's sitting with intense. So whatever you went through, it was heartbreaking. So you also have conquest. It says just another notch in the headboard, or it says the real deal. It says actions speak the loudest. Oh, wow. I don't know if somebody made you feel like that, or I don't know if that's how you kind of feel about your options, right? Yeah, they're cool and everything, but I don't think they're the one. And like I said, I don't know if you had intentions maybe to marry or take a relationship further with a certain person, and you find out that you actually didn't mean as much to them as they did to you. Give me one more. I see leaving at the bottom of the deck. But I also see reaching. And I see the word hard behind reaching. Okay? So like I said, I don't know if there's someone you want to reach out to. Put your ego behind you. Last card, you have struggle. It says you feel like you aren't being supported. If it's not a team effort, it's best to stand alone. But with this divine sisterhood, community of spiritual sisters and brothers of the light, you are never alone. That's leaving again. It says you've taken it as far as it can go this time round. It says walking away is the best thing you can do. So let us see if there's anything that the masculines need to be aware of. And then we'll look at your finances. Three cards, well, not running away. We just read leaving. Okay, give me two more. I mean, some of you may not want to hear it. I don't want to leave this person. I know it's toxic, but I want to stay. Well, then stay. Why are you here? So, give me two more cards. What does the masculines need to be aware of? You have get in a room. It says hotel, motel, suite, business, and pleasure. Now, if you have been trying to figure something out, so ask somebody something like, hey, did you X, Y, and Z? I got, and they're kind of like avoiding it, or, they just kind of want to sweep something under the carpet. That is a sign of guilt. You also have the love story, once upon a time. What's running away? Envy. Show me more. In their feelings, doing drugs. You have fake apology, and you also have fake friends. So listen, I don't know if there are people sleeping with each other that ain't supposed to be, or like I said, this could be fake friends around you and just want to use you for what you bring to the table. There's that energy of like, well, maybe picking up the devil, right? With addictions and things like that. Somebody's fake around you. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to catch someone or if you already caught somebody. It says finding evidence, getting caught and cheating. And there we go. Once someone finds something out, it's game over. Show me more. Two cards for running away. So we have, we have lollipop. It says sugar, something good. It says, and positive coming in, positivity, sweet treat, exciting. It says excellent opportunity. Some things may, if it seems too good to be true, it may be. But let's see. What is running away? You have ball. It says game player. It says let's play. Dropping the ball. Colorful, making the most of a situation. Bounce back. It says the ball is in your court. And we did say that. So yeah, I don't know if this is about you making a choice. What's getting a room? Okay. Looks like it wanted to flip in the reverse, but in the upright it says horse, high horse, dependable. It says determined, faulty foundation, in need of work. It says workhorse, fine outside, unstable inside, proud. You've been meeting up with people in a hotel. Well, I'm saying people, but it could be one person. I don't know if you've been meeting up with someone in a hotel room, but I'm asking, what do you need to be aware of? Be careful, like I said, of things that seem too good to be true. Fine on the outside, unstable on the inside. Give me one on this. That was the health card. And we have Space Ranger. It says stand up, dude. It says hero. It says a shoulder to lean on, trustworthy, helper, green flag. It says loyal friend, fair and kind. Yeah, I feel like someone here needs a friend. At the very least. I feel like is what I'm picking up. What is love story? It could be something that turns into more, but I feel like I'm picking up a friendship. Or someone who needs a support network. Landed on the Six of Pentacles, it says makeup jar, inner beauty, not seeing how beautiful life is. It says just look below the grey, beautiful days will come or return. It says short-lived depression. Yeah, and this may come with a love story. They're showing me that image. Okay, so this might be nice. They're showing me that image where, you know, when you get much older and you sit down and you have a story to tell your grandkids. Hey, grandkids, how did you meet grandma? You know, kind of a thing. There's still some sort of life here for someone to live. Yeah, look at the turtle at the bottom of the deck. Don't turtles live forever? Emotional strength, feel at home anywhere. It says remain true to your path, pace yourself, taking life slowly, determination, persistence, protection, peace, resolution, fertility. Give me one more. You have the pink pig. Conversation. It says save your pennies, healthy choices, intelligence. It says don't run away with your spending. It says moderation. But I don't know if someone's worried about money. Well, let's see what your money is saying then. What does the masculine's finances look like this week? What do their finances look like this week, Spirit? I'm sorry, masculines. I tried to make this shorter, but damn, look at your finances. Look what's coming out for your finances. Love life. It says free from problems and money troubles. It says enjoy the passion of love. It says love and be loved. And I do see expression at the bottom of the deck. And we already have, yeah, I'm hearing a song now, express yourself. Okay, flipped in the reverse. In the upright, it would say fertility. It says it's time to think about family, life, and children. It says don't sacrifice family for career. I mean, I don't want to sit here and say it came in the reverse, so maybe this is not a time for you to necessarily think about other people. Maybe it's a time for you to think about yourself. I don't know. Been talking about throughout the reading how you need to sacrifice something. And it's not in a malicious way. It's so that you can follow the path that, number one, you're meant to, but the path that you desire. Page of Cups. Give me one more. Duality. Look how it's two people here as well. It says, do not forget about the dual nature of people. It says, don't lose your vigilance. And investments with surprise and alchemy and helping hands. Some of you, you're going to be so surprised about whoever that this is. Yeah, I'm telling you, maybe someone who is independent, or that's the status that you're trying to get to. But you don't want to make the wrong decision. But how can you make the wrong decision when you have the foresight? When you've been getting the signs and the synchronicities that something would be a perfect fit. Why is love life here for the masculine's finances? I keep hearing that. I don't know where it's from, but I'm hearing, I don't know if you just in this frame of mind where you don't want to be around someone, or you want to make sure that someone isn't going to use you until they use you up. What is love life? You have investment. It says invest in your education and make some big plans for the future. It says take calculated risk, but save something to fall back on. Yeah, there's something here about not wanting to be trapped. What is fertility in the reverse? You have saving face. It says you may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job. It says, or you'll need to smile and make nice to get the position you want. I feel like, okay, I feel like some of you are really going to have to put up boundaries around family members, friends, and things like that. But I also feel like for some of you, you've been wearing some sort of a mask. What is duality? I saw that at the bottom of the deck. So you have moving up. It says you are increasing your power and status. It says you may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. It says you climb the ladder of success. Yeah, but it comes with movement. It says you make good progress now, and it says you will be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. It says big leaps forward are possible. The future at the bottom of the deck. What's behind it? Adventure. You've already got the answers here. But for some of you, like I said, for some reason you feel like this may be a prickly situation. Could even have been something that you have manifested. So Spirit, how do you want to end out this reading for the masculines? What advice do they need? What advice do they need? Three cards. Strongest energy. Okay. I see imagination behind it, which is like the Page of Cups, okay? You have friendship. So it says seek out your soul family. It says surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. What are we getting stuck on? We're getting stuck on dance. And I also see past lives. This could be someone you have some sort of past life with, or soul contract. I said this. So you have dance. It says move your body to music. It says dance with the rhythm of life. It says manifest your dreams through dance. Past lives. It says release your past life karma. It says you are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. I see miracles at the bottom of the deck. Discernment. It says all is not what it seems. It says stay true to knowing. It says keep your dreams a secret. Okay. So like I said, I see miracles. It says have faith that your miracles is on its way. It says your prayers have been answered. It says surrender the how. Exactly. Move by faith and not by sight. So that is what I have for you masculines. I do hope that something has resonated with you. Okay, if it has, I do ask that you like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that hype button. But if this is where we part, stay safe. Love and light, guys.